Did you decide to venture and start your own business this year? Are you looking for that financial freedom that a lot of investors talk about? Do you want to make your own hours? Well, there's a lot of steps that you need to take in order to create a business, but today I want to talk to you, I want to teach you how to create the business that you need for the industry that you are. Let's roll.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south, I'll be spreading out.
All right, today let's talk about the type of entities that you can create in order to get business credit. Let's also talk about some of the steps that you need to take in order to create these entities. And lastly, I'm going to give you 3 of the best sites out there to help you build your own entity. Now, given that you can also do this on your own through your state, but starting your own business can be overwhelming. I've been there, I've done it, and trust me, it could be nerve-wracking, not only because you're going in business for yourself, but at the same time, you don't know the steps that need to be taken. Now, I researched the top 3 sites that could give you and help you step by step from the most pricey to the least pricey and sometimes even free. Again, I have no affiliation to these sites. I just want to go ahead and give you the best sites out there, the best way to do it. Given also, you can also do your own research and go through your own state and figure out how you can register a new entity in your state. Now let's talk about an LLC. What is an LLC? An LLC is one of the most popular business structure among smaller organizations or businesses. While allowing business owners to remain free from the great deal of formalities imposed by other businesses, it still provides limited liability protection to all its members. LLCs are also eligible to pass through taxation, which means that the company income taxes are only reflected on the owner's personal tax return. All right, so let's talk about a C Corp. What is a C Corp? Now, a C Corp is what most people think when they hear about the word corporation. Most large corporation or companies are formed under the structure, and it offers the most tax-related option for its business owners. It provides the greatest level of separation between the company and its owners, and allows the company to raise capital through insurance or publicly traded stocks. However, the many formal requirements placed on the C Corp prevent the structure from being the ideal choice for smaller businesses. Now let's talk about an SCorp, and this is my favorite. Now, an SCorp is a structure that is similar to the C Corp, with a few notable differences. The most important of these differences is that an SCorp are eligible for special pass-through taxation status with the IRS. This allows an SCorp owners to avoid double taxation on their business income. All right, lastly, let's talk about a nonprofit. A nonprofit corporation is a special type of business structure that exists to provide certain benefits to organizations that have as their main goal to serve the public. Much like the other formal business types, those who run a nonprofit are provided limited liability protection. All right, so you notice that I didn't talk about a sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship is not really intended to be an entity. Yes, you could do business as sole proprietorship, but also something that you have to keep in mind is that you won't be able to get business credit, corporate credit, because you will have to use your personal social security number at all times. Now, what we want to do is we want to start creating that corporate credit in order to separate your personal from your business. Now, let me give you the top 3 steps that you must take when creating an entity in order for you to make sure that you have no issues going forward. The first thing is make sure that your name is filed correctly. Make sure that the name of your company is filed correctly, because this is the name that you're gonna move forward. And an issue that might cause you in the future is anytime that you have new vendors and they want to report to either Dun & Brad, to Experian or Equifax, they may have an issue, a conflict, because their name don't match. A period, a letter, a space could cause a lot of issues, and I've seen it a lot with a lot of our clients. So make sure that when you file the name, it is correct. Make sure that you check the spelling, and make sure that the person in the other side of the table also did the same thing. Now 2, verify that the name of your business is not going to create a trademark infringement. What I mean by that is make sure that the name of your company is not be used by somebody else or a business is using it already, because you may find yourself, if you start doing business as you never did the trademark infringement check, in a lawsuit in the future. Now, lastly, make sure that your business is in good standing. Also, if it's a foreign file or your entity is required. And what I mean by that is a lot of investors love to file the business or start their business or entity in other state because of tax purposes. Something that you must check is if you do that and you come to another state, make sure that there's not another company doing business as that business in that state, because you may find yourself into also an infringement of that entity and the state may order you to close down. So in order to avoid this, you may have to file a foreign entity filing with that state to let them know that you are a company that is doing business as that name, but you are registered in another state. All right, guys, so let's move now to the meat and potatoes of this video. Now let's talk about the top 3 sites that I found in my research that can help you start or build your entity in your state. Now keep in mind, you don't have to use nor I am affiliated with any of these sites. I'm just going to give you the link for you guys to go ahead and check it out. And if it works for you because you are a busy individual, you still have a job, or you still got so many other things going on and you want the help, you want the professional help, then go with it. If not, then do your own research to your own state and make sure that you always look for an attorney or a CPA. Keep in mind, I'm not neither one of them. And I'm just giving you some educational information here for you to use. But always consult with your attorney and your CPA in your state to see what's the best type of entity that you should start for the industry that you are in your state. All right, guys, so the first one, but going from back to front, so this is the third one, or the first one that I'm going to show you, is called CorpNet. Now, CorpNet allows you to even turn around in less than 24 hours. You'll see that they have a basic package, very inexpensive, plus your state fees. Now, keep in mind that all the state fees can vary. So the best way is to make sure if they're charging you the proper state fees, then go ahead and research it. Remember, you can always do this, but there's also these professionals that are able to do this proper the first time. So you see, you can go to CorpNet. What I'm going to do is put the link at the bottom of this video so like that you can actually check them out if this is a good fit for you. Keep in mind, once again, I'm not affiliated with them, nor I have any affiliation with any of these sites. I just want to show you what I've researched that is best for you in order for you to start a new entity. So, hey, they have everything from even the tax employer, they could get an EIN. Keep in mind too, the EIN is for free. You can always go to irs.gov and get your own EIN. So guys, it's called CorpNet, and sometimes it's gonna cost you about $243. In this case, I just did it for New York. I put in for New York plus the state fees. I know that in New York, it will cost me about $130 if I do everything myself. But if I have no time, just paying almost $100 or $93 on top of what I will pay already. Or in this case, I'm sorry, it was about $113. My math didn't serve me well. But $113 in order for me to avoid a lot of headache in which I could concentrate on my business, or I could concentrate on something else, then to me it's worth it. But again, it may not be for you because you're starting your business. So please keep that in mind, okay? All right, guys, so the next one is admarylawyer.com. So I'll put the link in the bottom. Now, I have used this one numerous of times in the past, and I find it to be very user-friendly. They also can act as your agent for your company when they register. I know they have main offices in New York and Florida, but they are able to help you filing for your entity nationwide. Now, I've found that they're very inexpensive, anything between $50 to $100. And you could choose what you want from a for-profit, non-profit, LLC, limited liability partnerships, and so on. You see how many options you have there, especially 401ks, IRAs. They're very detailed. So they are a group of attorneys that have this company, and they have 2 sites, like I said before, in Florida and in Miami, and they help you out. They're able to actually even give you a annual membership for your company in order to give you some advice, and you get some free advice and here and there. But it is very inexpensive, so this would be something that I would advise anybody to use out of all 3, especially because of the service that you get for some free advice by getting a membership. It is, it is worth it. So So, and again, do your own due diligence for the state that you are in, but this is my second advice. All right, guys, lastly, and number one is called Incfile. Incfile is actually very inexpensive, and I want to show you. And again, I'm going to I already did a couple research in what I wanted to do. I wanted to see an SCorp, how much would it cost me to actually file in the state of New York. And so this is why you see the weird link on the top, but I'll put the link for you to actually go do your own research and be able to find the entity and in the state that you live in. Now, if you see, and as I said before, I know in the state of New York, in order for me to file an entity is about $130. They are free if you want to say that. If you just want them to go ahead and do the paperwork, they'll do it for free. They'll just charge you for your filing fee. But they also have all the services that can provide alleviate your time and be able to do certain things that you want them. So you are able to see it over here. You got between the gold and the platinum, and some of the things is that they offer you an agent, they do the legwork for you, they actually get your EIN. And don't forget, you still can get the EIN for free. Just go to irs.gov, but you still need to do the legwork. So entirely up to you how you want to use this. Again, I want to show you this is the free service. In reality, it's a free service. You can have someone go ahead and file an entity for you. Make sure that it's properly filed for free. All they're going to charge you is how much it costs you for them to file. But guys, this is my recommendation from 3 to 1. And this is the top one because it's inexpensive. Now, remember, I also like and love to go with American Lawyers because they provide a counseling service that will help you in the future, just in case you have any questions about your entity and how you want to move forward. All right, guys, thank you for your time. Thank you for tuning in today. Hey, I hope this helped you. Remember, this is how you can start a business for free. So you saw the free option, the first one that I gave you. Now, guys, this was your first time on our channel. Make sure that you subscribe. Click on that bell icon, click on all so that you'll be notified every time that we post a new content. But at the same time, give me the thumbs up. Do not forget to go ahead and comment and share this video so that others can also benefit. Guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. My name is Carlos Estrada. I am the Credit Assassin. This is the Credit Assassins channel, and I'll see you in the next video.
I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think